If you've recently lost your job or you're scared you might, this video is for you. Hello, I'm Abhinash and welcome once again to my channel. Losing a job can feel like the ground has just disappeared from under your feet. Some of the job losers may be in for a shock, fear, even shame. Let us look at some of the latest major job loss reported across social media from renowned companies like TCS, Amazon, Washington Post, among others. Let me tell you something important. Losing a job is not losing a value. Remember, job loss is a part and parcel in the career of a professional. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through exactly what to do after a job loss, mentally, strategically, and practically, so you can land your next job faster and stronger. 1. Before jumping into resumes, LinkedIn updates, or interviews, pause. Job loss instantly pushes us into survival mode, and panic often leads to rushed, poor decisions. The first few days after losing a job are not about action, they're about grounding yourself. Start by acknowledging what you're feeling: anger, fear, shock, or disappointment. These emotions are natural. Suppressing them only delays recovery. Next, separate your identity from your employment. Your job title is something you did, not who you are. Losing a role does not diminish your value, skills, or experience. Then stabilize your finances. List your monthly expenses, cut non essential spending, and calculate how many months of financial runway you realistically have. This step replaces fear with facts. When you gain clarity over your emotions, identity, and finances, you regain control. And control is powerful. It brings confidence, focus, and the ability to make smarter career decisions going forward. To reframe the job loss, now comes the mindset shift. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" tell yourself, "Let me get another job now." For many people, losing a job becomes the turning point that leads to their best opportunity yet: a better role, higher pay, stronger alignment, and a healthier work culture. But that only happens when you stop viewing this moment as a failure. This is not an ending, it's a transition. And transitions, when handled with intention, often move you closer to the career you actually deserve. Third point is audit yourself like a CEO. Now think like the CEO of an organization. Step back and ask yourself three critical questions. First, what skills do you already have that companies are willing to pay for? These could be technical skills, leadership abilities, problem solving strengths, or domain expertise. Second, what results have you actually delivered? This is where numbers matter. Think in terms of revenue generated, cost reduced, processes improved, teams built, growth achieved, or impact created. Outcomes speak louder than responsibilities. Third, what roles generally fit you now? Not what you did in the past, but what you are ready to take on next, based on your experience, maturity, and ambition. Write all of this down. Don't keep it in your head. This clarity becomes the foundation for your resume, LinkedIn profile, interviews, and career decisions going forward. Next, fix your resume and LinkedIn profile. Most people fail at this stage. Your resume is not your life story, it is a marketing document. Stop listing responsibilities, start showcasing achievements. Use numbers wherever possible: revenue, growth, cost savings, efficiency, scale. And never send the same resume everywhere. Tailor it for each role you apply to. The same rule applies to LinkedIn. Update your headline to reflect the value you bring, not just your last job title. Share that you're open to new opportunities calmly, professionally, and with confidence. And most importantly, reconnect with former colleagues, managers, and peers. Jobs really come from cold applications. They come from people who already know what you're capable of. Remember, jobs can also be secured through networks rather than job portals. If you know someone in a prominent position within an organization, whether in sales and marketing, production, HR, or other functions, reach out to them and request a referral for any suitable openings in their company. As most organizations have employee referral policies in place, your contact may be willing to forward your CV when a relevant vacancy arises. The penultimate point is job search strategy that actually works. Spraying your resume everywhere doesn't work. It feels productive, but it rarely delivers results. Instead, be intentional. Shortlist 20 to 30 companies you genuinely want to work for. Identify the recruiters or hiring managers on LinkedIn who are responsible for roles in your domain. And when you reach out, send personalized messages, not generic. I'm looking for a job notes. For example, I admire the work your team is doing in X. I bring experience in Y and would welcome a conversation on how I could add value. This approach shows clarity, effort, and confidence, and that alone puts you ahead of nearly 90% of applicants who rely on mass applications and copy paste messages. Now, let us come to the final point number 6. Prepare for the why did you leave question. This question scares many people, but it really should not. The key is to keep your answer simple, factual, and honest. You can say things like, my role was impacted due to restructuring, the company's priorities changed, or it was a mutual decision to part ways. There is no need to over explain or justify yourself, and never badmouth your employer, no matter what happened. When you respond with calm confidence and clear facts, you build trust. And in interviews, confidence plus clarity always beats defensiveness. To conclude, losing a job can feel like an ending, but often it is a reset. With these words, I conclude my session for today. Please do share your views and like my videos when you watch them. So until we meet again shortly, thanks, goodbye.